Welcome to the pilot episode of the ZTHA podcast. My name is Kenny Ndukwe, and today I have with me a very special guest. This young man has done really amazingly well for himself, promoting other people's products and earning thousands of dollars online. He's living the dream life. He has traveled around the world. He has won amazing prizes for himself. Some people might say he's really doing well for himself, I'm excited to introduce Mr. Joshua Ndukwe.
It's nice to see you today.
Thank you so much for coming. Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm good. How have you been?
So I'm good. Can you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. My name is Joshua Ndukwe, and I'm one of the youngest internet marketer in Nigeria. So I became an online internet marketer during the year of 2022. So okay. That's when I get to know about anything relating to internet marketer. And before then, my story began with data. Actually, that was when I was looking for ways. So then I asked for data from my cousin, because she's always the one helping me with sort of data. Then I use data for Facebook or other things to watch videos and all that. But then it got to me that one single day she asked me that, this data you're collecting for me, have you actually thought about using it to make money online? That was when I was not interested in that discussion, but she didn't really know how I can do that, and me, I don't also know. But I just kept on saying, okay, no problem, I will look for a way, which was where I got to stumble against graphic designer. So I was once a graphic designer then before.
Interesting. Me too, funny enough. I started with graphic design too.
So I started with graphic design, and when I found out about graphic design was through a status actually. So okay. I just stumbled against a friend status, and the person was talking about come and learn how to design while you're also going to use it to make money. So I was not interested in that topic because it says make money, not just learn the design. So I actually went for the class. It was an online class. I went for the class and I did a master class. I attended too. Then right from there, I decided to upgrade my level because I wanted to also make more money from it. So which was when I saw affiliate marketing. During then, I do see affiliate marketing, but I really don't know what it was. Then I had like 4 affiliates on my status, like they were posting regularly. So I was just viewing each of them status until the one my mind flew with one of them, which fortunately my mind actually flowed with one, and which the money then was 50,000. Yeah, it was 50, and I was struggling to how I will raise 50,000.
So that's the registration fee, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was now wondering how we're going to raise 50,000. And the fact is, during that point, I had 2 problems. One, my phone I was using then was not good, and I needed to get a new phone. And second option was I needed to start up this business. So I raised up 50,000 from my graphic design. Then I charged people to learn designing, which I teach them, and I charged then was like 1K. So over 50 persons paid 1K each. So that was round up to 50,000. So I had that money and I was deciding, what will I use this money for? Is it for get a new phone or use it to register for the registration? So I reached out to people, I reached out to my family, and not all of them were against it. They were like, is this not going to be a scam? It's not MMM. Don't go and waste your money on stuff like use this money and buy a new phone for yourself. I said, okay, no problem. Then another person actually I reached out to, and he was like, use it to start up the business. The business is good, just start. So I had to follow what was inside my mind. And my mind was, Joshua, just start this business and see how far you can go, which I used that money to start up that business, which I was very, very happy that night when I paid for it.
So that's interesting. So let's dig in a little bit deeper on your journey so far as an internet marketer doing affiliate marketing. I understand that you have won some affiliate challenges in the past, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Tell me more about that.
Okay. So, when I was doing affiliate marketing then, I was still in school then. So the moment I got out of school was when I finished my secondary then. So then now I had nothing on my table because then I was having exams and also the business. So I was trying to do two things. I didn't want to leave one, but I was just trying to make sure I do two things at the same time because I know that if I had leave one would flop. And I didn't want anyone to flop at that moment. So I had to take up the two of them. But one was going well, one was not going well. So again, then I finished school, which and I saw a challenge. Then I was very, very interested in challenges, like sales challenge. I like when you challenge me for something. Say, Joshua, I challenge you to do this, and I'm likely going to do that because obviously it's a challenge. So then it was now when I came across the first challenge I saw that now like I was now feeling interested in. I said, okay, let me just give it a try. Actually, that was my first time. I've never for once crossed 50 sales in a month. I've never for once crossed 100 sales in a month. I've never for once done 200 sales or 300 sales. But I was like, let me just, it's a challenge. So let me give myself a try. Let me double whatever I'm currently doing. Because now I don't have anything on my table. I just have just this business. I want to just focus on this business at this point. So which was now I had to focus on that business then, and that was what made me to hit my first challenge was 300 sales. So that was the one that gave me a trip to Rwanda actually. So that was my first time even traveling out there.
Interesting. I remember my first trip.
Which country?
First trip out of the country on an all expenses paid was to Egypt.
Oh.
Yes, it was to Egypt, and that was when I was an affiliate marketer on Expartner. But more on that. Today it's not about me. Today it's about him. So, you know, you've been doing well as an affiliate marketer. However, we recently decided to start a campaign.
Okay.
We started a campaign earlier this year, 2024, on the 9th of March to be precise. We started a campaign, we're calling it the Changing the Narrative campaign.
All right.
And of course, it is stemming from the state of the industry. You know, currently the state of the affiliate marketing industry is in shambles.
Yes.
And that's just to say the least. It's in shambles.
No.
It has been heavily bastardized through unethical practices and fraudulent ideologies. We'll talk more about that. But let's dig into the state of the industry as it is right now. I mean, you know what's been going on. It's been like 2 years since the industry started, you know, getting bastardized. What would you say concerning the current state of the affiliate marketing industry?
Okay, about that, yeah, the industry mostly now what everybody feels like all the whole ways to generate leads for your sales, like everybody knows it. Such as Justin, there's no new updates that you want to bring that say, okay, this is the same thing I'm doing. It's not, that update has been what people have been using for years past, so you're just trying to change it and say it is a new update, which is not. But currently, if one can actually focus on one particular stage of generating its own different leads, then there's definitely a way it's going to actually bring into the affiliate marketing industry back. But currently, most everybody takes themselves as enemies now. Most of them see themselves as they don't see themselves as friends.
Actually, it's even worse than that. The average affiliate marketer now is not proud to be associated with the affiliate marketing business model.
Exactly.
The average affiliate marketer has no longer, in fact, they are no longer calling themselves affiliate marketers. They are not calling themselves digital product marketers.
That's the names they're calling themselves.
Right? So they are no longer calling themselves affiliate marketers. They have bastardized the industry to the extent that people are now in their adverts, they're not saying this is not affiliate marketing.
This is
and to even crown it up, there have been so many people. In fact, 1 out of 1,000 people in Nigeria, in my own opinion, has been traumatized in one way or the other with affiliate marketing.
Yes.
So my question is, do you have any part of you that feels like you might have contributed to that in any way?
Yeah, I have coin actually. So when I mean what I contributed in the affiliate marketing industry was being one of the youngest person that actually made a lot of money for himself and also won different things for himself actually. So that was one of the best things that I've ever done into the affiliate marketing industry, because from what I'm seeing, even though I'm not currently in it, but yet the record, the name is still in it.
But would you say you have had any negative effects on the industry?
Negative effect?
Yes, I mean, for example, we have people who decided to jump into affiliate marketing because they saw an advert.
Okay.
And that advert said something like, I made $1,000 in a week because or maybe let me use the words, it might not be the exact same words, but something like, I made $1,000 in a week, all because I bought an affiliate marketing course. And that makes the person buy the program. Do you think that is ethical?
Actually, no, because sometimes, from what I've seen, you don't just make a claims on social media just for you to make fast money. You don't make fast money from affiliate marketing. That's why most people, they don't take their time to learn. They just want to go out there and put any ad they see, and just so that someone comes to their funnel and just buy. It's not like that, because you can't just expect someone to just buy a product just because of your claim you made online.
But I've seen a tweet where you made a statement like that before.
Which statement?
Where you said something like, I don't know if it was $1,000 you said,
actually,
but you made an X by the amount.
The tweet was a thread.
Okay.
It was a thread, and also it was not a claim. It was, I have a backup for it that I actually did this. But now most people don't have any solid proof of they did that. What they do is they claim on it.
So what I'm talking about here is not necessarily the evidence that you have to back up the claim, but it's in the insinuation of the messaging. Here's what I mean. Someone sees a message that says, I made $1,000 in a week, all because I bought an affiliate marketing course. In the mind of that person, I don't even need to be a mind reader, because I've done sales psychology for over half a decade, so I know how the average buyer thinks. When a buyer or a potential buyer comes across that kind of sales message, what it triggers in the person's mind is, so if I buy this course, I will make money too. So he or she ties the expectation of the result to the purchase of the product. Right? And when these people come to you with that mind, with that perception, do you close the sale on the spot, or do you dampen the expectation and make it become realistic?
Okay, now the fact is, if I close that sale at that point, it will affect me in the long run, because the person may just end up buying it. And once the person, yes, he's going to buy it because, yes, he's actually interested. In his mind now, he's like, if I buy this course, I'm actually going to make this money, right? That's what he told me. So definitely, but I'm not going to actually rush to make this sale, because I'm going to clearly explain what you are getting into. Because if you end up buying it from me, that means you're going to be disturbing me back to back, that I lied to you, I did that you did not get the results that I needed.
Didn't you have people doing that? Didn't you have people doing that?
Because I lied to them.
No, I mean, like, people didn't come to disturb you, saying like, I'm not making any money, I'm not making any sales.
Obviously, they came to me because they said they're not making money. But the fact is, they came to me asking me that, why are they not making money? That, yes, I'm generating leads, but my leads are poor, or my leads, they don't have money. Those kind of the questions, because they're relating to they're not making money. But it's not the aspect of you're not making money, but you did not do anything. It's different.
Right.
Because that guy now, the person that bought that course, based on, I bought the course because I'm going to make this money. The person doesn't even knows what leads or knows what buy or sell is doing. It's just on his buy the course and give me, I'm going to make certain amount of money. So that's just it.
Interesting. So we are very keen on how the affiliate marketing industry is going to turn out in the next 3 to 5 years. The Changing the Narrative campaign is a grassroots campaign.
Okay.
And one of the things that we intend to achieve with the Changing the Narrative campaign is to not, number one, to heal the trauma of the grassroots of the industry. Because in 2022, something happened. We had a large number of people become affiliates in a very short space of time. Over 20,000 people became affiliates in a space of 1 week. And we know that wealth is not for the masses.
Yes.
So wealth always belongs to the 1%. And so if wealth is for the 1%, then it means only 1% of 20,000 people could have seen success. So what happens to the rest? And that's where the real problem started from, So what would you say you have a coaching program. I remember you were coaching affiliates. So do you still do that?
Oh, no, not currently.
Okay. So when you were running your coaching program, what was it you did specifically that was enhancing ethical practices among affiliates?
Enhancing practices like to my students?
Yes. What was it that you taught your students or you shared with them that was enhancing good practices as an affiliate marketer?
Okay, basically, one thing I make sure to do was to lay my process to them.
Okay.
So what I did was basically making sure that I explained how it was easy for me to win a sales challenge. That was how because I think I won different challenges, and I clearly make that clear to most of them. And from what I've seen, some of my students actually won different prizes from any of the platform they are currently, and some of them are still doing well currently. And even most of my training that I've been in the past, most of my students are still going to use them. And those training that I kept on Telegram. So then I was using Telegram to host classes, and then also making sure that I was clearly following them up on what they need to do to actually make money for themselves. But the ones that did not want to just make money for themselves, they end up maybe giving up. But like you said, out of 20,000, just 1% of people also get rich.
So this leads me to the big question, and I'm sure a lot of people who are watching this episode right now are waiting for this question. At the early point of this episode, you mentioned you're no longer doing affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
So what are you doing now?
Okay, currently I'm actually a forex trader and also a network marketer.
Which brings me to the question. Why did you stop doing affiliate marketing?
Okay, so one reason why I stopped doing affiliate marketing was because I wanted something big for myself, which was why I kind of saw that, okay, because there's this kind of money that I'm looking for.
That's not in affiliate marketing?
Yes.
Really?
So, yes.
But there are guys that are doing 100K per day in affiliate marketing.
100K is no money now.
Yeah. Are you making 100K per day with Forex?
100K is no money. You could make 100K. You could make 100K. It's just matter of minutes.
With Forex?
$60 now.
$100,000. I'm not saying 100. No, of course I'm not talking about naira. Come on now, that's not a currency. We're going to cut off this part, but but I'm talking about $100,000. There are guys who are doing $100,000 per day as affiliate marketers.
Yeah, but that's not in Nigeria currently.
True.
Yeah, that's not in Nigeria, and it's actually outside. So had it been I was outside, not in Nigeria, there is definitely. I'll still be in affiliate marketing. I'll still be doing it. So
are you saying that the fact that you're no longer doing affiliate marketing has nothing to do with the state of the industry?
No, it has nothing to do, because the fact is I was looking for more, and I was looking for more money for myself. So which was why I now left affiliate marketing, because I needed to take my time to study another kind of skill that will actually help me in the long run.
Interesting. Okay. So, what would you say is what would you say is your advice? What's your advice to a young person, a young African who is looking to make money online? Just like you have, you've made thousands of dollars promoting other people's products. So, what advice do you have to someone who is just about to start out, or maybe the person has already started out and the person is struggling?
Okay, one advice I give anyone that is currently in that stage is definitely, I do tell myself that if this person can do it, then there's definitely no way that I'm also going to do that. So if you currently believe that I could do that, I could reach that stage, I could win something like that, I could do that, then there's definitely no way that you too can also do that. So it's just a matter of you believing in yourself and also trying other things, because you don't just try one thing, you try other things and you see the ones that work better for you and you just stick to it and grow with it, rather than just jumping from one place to another, because it's not going to help you while jumping, because you're jumping and you're not going to also make anything for yourself. You're just wasting time. Time is money. That's just it. So the more you stick to one and the more you focus on it, then there's definitely going to be a growth in your life and also in your business too.
Okay. So you did affiliate marketing for 1 year, was it, or more?
2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
2 years. Okay. So in those 2 years, I'm sure you had struggles, right?
Definitely.
So what would you say was your biggest struggle? How did you overcome it?
Okay, I had different struggles. Okay, one struggle was a lot of leads.
So you had a good problem. So you are telling me that you had a lot of leads and that was a struggle. Are you people watching this man? Are you people hearing what this man is saying?
The struggle with the leads is the replying of messages.
Okay.
That's one of the biggest struggle.
But that's a good problem that can be solved.
Yeah, it's a good problem. Yes, automation will not still solve half of the problem, just because I had a guy that was very, very good at automation. Victor, actually, I had a guy that was very, very good. So I do reach out to him. He also set up my WhatsApp in a good way. If I had any problem, I could reach out to him. But automation could just do maybe 50 and the rest 50. So because it all boils down that you could make an automation that it will just get to a state and to stop. So it's left for you to do that, and because of that, it now makes me to be more actively on replying messages. And there's some lines, most times you could lose money because you're not replying your messages. That's the thing. And I know I lost a lot of money because I was not replying my messages. Just later on,
please hold that thought.
This is your cell phone.
I should have put this thing on silent.
You keep me in your pocket like I'm some dirty little. Why would you answer me?
No more disturbance. Okay, just continue.
So it was.
So you've talked about the problem. So how did you overcome it?
Okay, how I overcome it was me having someone to help me do that. So then I now differentiate some of my problems, because what I was seeing was that I was trying to do everything on my own, which is very, very difficult. So it now gives me that I had to give some rules of the business to people. So which means that I had someone that was handling something for me and I was just paying them on salary every month. So this person is handling his job, and what he's expecting is every month he collects salary. This person is handling his job, he collects salary, as long as your business is moving and you're making money from it. So that was what actually that helped me in that aspect, and other struggles too.
Interesting. Okay. So thank you so much for your time. This has been a very insightful
I really appreciate
and interesting episode. First episode of the ZTHA podcast, by the way.
Wow.
So you are our pilot guest. Thank you for honoring the invitation. And for those of us who are watching, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yes.
And turn on post notifications, because we're going to be posting one new episode every week. All right. Can't wait to see you on the next episode. My name is Kenny, and have a good day.
Thank you.